What's up guys, Tech Titan here, and I am back again with a brand new video. So real quick, as always, I would like to thank anyone for watching my videos, subscribing to the channel, and if you're new here and you haven't subscribed, go ahead and do so. I do tech videos every week, so yeah, stay tuned for more tech videos. Alright, so if you haven't already followed me on Snapchat, also go ahead and do so. I'll follow you right back. And yeah, let's begin today's video. So today I'm going to be reviewing the Moto E4, and this phone, in my experience, is the best budget phone that you can get for $50. Period. I don't think any phone can compete with that type of price point, especially for what you're getting. So let's start by talking about this design. So it's constructed out of plastic, but that's really expected from a $50 phone. So on the right hand side, you do have all your necessary buttons, your power button and your volume up and down. And they are constructed out of plastic, but they're actually really tactile, and I really like them. So they're pretty good buttons. And on the left hand side, you really don't have anything. On the back, you have your 8 megapixel camera with your LED flash and your microphone if you want to use it to record videos and whatnot. And you have this Motorola logo, which I like the placement of. It rests really nicely on my hand, which helps with the grip. And I really like the grip of this phone. And you also have this Moto logo right here. It's okay. And on the top you have your 5 megapixel camera, your proximity sensor, your earpiece, and the front facing flash. And I'll cover the camera in a bit. And I'll also talk about what just happened right now. So the display is a 5-inch 720p panel, not the highest resolution, but for a phone with this type of screen size, I think it's really good. And again, it's a $50 phone, and it works really nice. The colors on here look pretty good. Now, it's not an AMOLED display, so you won't get really punchy color or saturated colors. But overall, the display looks really nice, and it's really enjoyable, especially for watching videos and whatnot. So you also get a 1.4 gigahertz quad-core chip, 2 gigabytes of RAM, 16 gigabytes of onboard storage, and the 16 gigs of storage is expandable via micro SD card, which is nice. And actually, the battery on the back is also removable. Now, battery life on this phone, it's pretty decent. It can get you through the whole day, no problem. But you'll be reaching if you're trying to go past that. Here's what I really want to talk about when it comes to this phone. I just want to talk about strictly the experience. And this one runs Android 7.1.1, and I don't know if it will get Android O, whatever it will be called. So I'm not sure if it will get Android O. We'll see about that. But the experience on this phone is really smooth. It's really nice. Now, like I said, it does not have the highest flagship chips like the Snapdragon 835 or the Adreno 540 GPU, 4 gigabytes of RAM, and it doesn't need it. It doesn't really need it to run as smooth as those phones that have it. In my experience, this phone runs, like I said, really smooth. So, for example, check this out. So walking through the interface, lining up to get to your apps, just like Android 7.0, and the OS on here is pretty much stock. There's a little bit of addition, so there are little additions that Motorola added, but they're not really there to bog down the software, which is pretty nice. So opening up the phone app is really smooth. The messaging app really smooth. The Photos app, the Google Chrome app, and the camera app, etc. It's a really enjoyable experience. Now, when it comes to heavy duty apps, like heavy games, like if you're a gamer, you will enjoy the phone. Just set a certain expectations. This phone games, and it games pretty well. The problem that I do have about it is that when you run high demanding games like Asphalt 8, you will see a couple of frame drops, but it's usable. Alright, so let's talk about the camera. So the camera on here is an 8 megapixel sensor, and it produces decent images, not really the best pictures that you will see in a phone. So for example, let's take an example picture of this pen. And it snaps photos pretty fast, so the camera interface is nice and simple, and I like it. And the front-facing camera is also pretty decent. It's a 5 megapixel sensor, and it has a front LED flash. Now, whether you would like to use flash or not, that's really up to personal preference. Overall, the camera experience is pretty decent, but guys, again, this is a $50 phone. so don't expect it to do magic. Now the other thing that I wanted to talk about is actually has to do with what you guys seen earlier. So this phone has a always on display, and this pretty much shows you your notifications. So for example, if you get a message or if you get some sort of notification, you will get it on the always on display, and it doesn't really eat battery life since it turns off as soon as you put the phone down. So let's talk about the speaker for a little bit. So the speaker is actually embedded within the earpiece, and I'll let you guys hear what it sounds and I'll give you my judgment. So let's see. Okay, so let's hear how the speaker sounds. Actually take a listen to the speaker quality, and I'm gonna right off the bat, this is easily the, before I even let you guys listen to it, so this is easily the best speaker in a budget phone. It takes the cake. One, it's front facing. Now it is a mono speaker, so it's not really stereo, but it does get loud, and it faces the user, so that's pretty nice, and it's really rare to see phones do that nowadays. So 3, 2, 1.
What is up, guys? I'm KBHD here, and yes, first things first, we have already made a video about all the things.
Now, yes, you can block the speaker if you put your finger right there, but at the same time, why would you really do that unless it's on purpose?
Some really interesting stuff in there. I will leave that link below. But this...
Okay, so there it is for the speaker, and you guys heard it to yourself. So you guys heard the speaker, and it's pretty good. It's loud enough, and it's front facing, so it beats out any other phone that has a bottom facing or backward facing speaker. Now of course this is all in terms of the budget smartphones. So one thing that you could do in Android 7.1.1 is multitasking, and you can do that on other phones, but let me just show you what I mean. So you press and hold the, so if you open up your multitasking button, all you really have to do is just go ahead and, okay, so all you really have to do is just drag and drop, and you can pick like the messaging app you wanna, I don't know, like, so it's a pretty cool multitasking feature that Android 7.1.1 has. Now it's not new to a lot of phones with skins like Samsung or LG, but it is new to Android, fairly new. Okay, so let's put this phone down and let me wrap it up. Overall, what do I think about this phone? This phone is the budget king in terms of phones under $50. You really can't beat it. One, the experience is nice. Now it doesn't have, like I said, the biggest. It's not really the best spec'd out phone out there, but the experience and the fact that it's running pretty much stock Android makes it a really smooth experience, and I guarantee it competes with flagships from 2 or 3 years ago in terms of performance. Now in gaming, like I said, set a certain expectations. Display quality is nice. It's a 720p IPS panel. It's really good. But like I said, overall, this phone is a really nice. It's a really nice buy for $50. It's very, very affordable. So if you have a flagship and you broke it, and you need something to hold you off for like a month or two, this is it right here. Or if you're a parent and you're trying to buy your kids like the first phone or something, this will make your kids happy. It's a stock experience and it's a smooth phone overall. So yeah, I mean, let's just wrap it up here. Thank you all so I want to thank you all so much for watching, subscribing to the channel, and yeah, see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.